Now broadcasting from the Next Gen Conservative Studio in sunny South Florida, bringing you the latest in politics, current events, and pop culture. This is the Whitfield Report with Sam Whitfield.
And we're live. Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of the Whitfield Report. I am your host, Sam Whitfield, broadcasting live here from South Florida during the final week of spring break season here in wild South Florida. Although sadly it has not been too wild this year because everyone else is afraid to fucking come here because of COVID. But you know what? Fuck it. We're having a good time down here, so everyone needs to come down to Florida. So anyway, welcome to the show. Donation links as usual. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at somebody_NDC. Hashtag Whitfield Report. You can follow me on Gab, Minds, and Parler at Sam Whitfield. Facebook.com/Whitfield Report, but who the hell goes to Facebook anymore? TheSamWhitfield.com for all your Sammy needs, almost all of them. The OnlyFans may or may not be coming soon. So, and yes, of course, the Patreon, patreon.com/The Whitfield Report, streamlabs.com/The Whitfield Report if you'd like to donate on stream. All other links will be in the description of the stream and the audio podcast. So, as I mentioned, I've been on spring break, so as a result of that, I have actually had the news somewhat off this week, and I've kind of been relaxing, so every once in a great while, I like to do a freestyle type of show, kind of like an open line Saturday type show, if you guys are so inclined. Yeah, those are always fun. So,
have just been shoot from the hip. Let's fucking go. There's like 15 things we'll pick. Boop, boop, boop. We'll do it live. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, man. We just, we have a conversation live. And I've said for well over a year that Sam should do this, should invite people in to join the stream. And of course you're going to get weirdos. But, it is what it is. But also, thank you for having me, Sam. Good evening, everybody. Fat Cake Boy, Whiskey, thank you for joining us.
How's it going?
Cake Boy, yeah, late edition. Whiskey, glad to hear you. Anyway, Sam,
well,
how's your spring break going, dude? Without all the tourists.
It's actually pretty nice here. We don't have too many idiots, clogging up the freeway ways. So that's nice. We can actually get from place to place, nicely. So,
well, that's good. Yeah, you don't got to again. I mean, it's not good for the economy, but it's nice for peace and quiet. That all the idiots from all over the country aren't flocking there from Miami Beach and shit for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's crowded in some places. So, and Apex, I don't know if it's just me, but you appear to be muted in Discord, but I can hear you.
Who's muted?
I guess Fat Cake Boy was saying he was muted.
Fat Cake Boy is.
So.
Oh man, I can't. No, fuck. I have to change. My volume's too loud. Whiskey, take over for a second.
Gotcha. Sammy, what the fuck's going on this week? What do we got lined up here?
Well, we can.
What are we talking about?
We can talk about black people getting bold with wanting.
We're always talking about black people. We talk about black people every week. It seems to be a running theme on the show, Sam. Black people.
Well, hey,
Olives, welcome.
well, the entire country wants to talk about black people all the time.
We're talking
so,
about
so,
Hello?
so anyway, what is up, Olives?
Oh shit!
I think
And Olives is muted.
that's Olives. Maybe.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, that's fat.
Yep.
That's.
We can hear you, Keck.
What's up?
There you go,
I was
Olives.
just trying to mute my. I was trying to watch YouTube and mute it.
Okay, so there's a new face or a new name in the chat. Michael Rodriguez says YouTube recommended this. Y'all better bring it. So I'm not
Oh
sure
Lord,
what that means exactly.
I don't know why
but-
YouTube would recommend this fucking thing, but fuck it, let's go.
Oh, Sammy's only
So-
been doing it for like 19 and a half fucking years.
Hey, can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
Yeah, I just got a new phone and I just downloaded Discord, logged in, all that shit. And if you already hear me good, that's great because I'm just tired of trying to get this fucking microphone on my computer working. I said, fuck it, I'm just going to do the show on my phone.
Dude, I did literally, I'm not even exaggerating.
That's what
at
I'm
least
doing.
11 and a half months as Sam's co-host from my phone, not even with a headset most of the time, just yelling into my speakerphone.
That's what I'm doing right now.
That's fine. It sounds fine.
If I didn't have to, I mean, like if there were a way to live stream from my phone, I probably would. So,
Well, there is. It just takes.
How many subs do you have to live stream from your phone on YouTube?
you have to have 1,000, which sucks because
That's right. When they
Isn't that
ban
because of
you.
Ice Poseidon?
That's why everyone's got to subscribe to the Whitfield report. He needs like 250 subs to get that 1K.
yep.
Sub.
More people we get to sub to his channel, the closer he is to get that 1K.
And then
You know what? Better.
And we will talk about black people on stream every week until we get those 1,000 subscribers.
well that is
You know what? We need Sammy $1,000. Fuck the subscribers, or you spend some money, make some bots, get him over 1,000 subs with some bots. That's cheap, I'm sure. I don't know how that works. But
that is
give him money. That's easier.
That is one question I do. That is one topic I suppose we could dive into. And it's not just with me, but I've noticed on everyone's YouTube videos, yours, Gamma, Digital Jonestown, everyone's has the stupid like bots that are doing like the VR dot like IT or some
Yeah,
weird.
and your videos
I have
too.
45 subscribers.
Yeah,
and I
that's a
see
porn link. Don't
every
click
video.
on that.
Do not click on that. Obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
obviously, I mean, I might be crippled, but I'm not retarded, so obviously I'm not going to
That ball's up in the air, Sam.
click
Hold on.
I usually remove them.
Fuck you.
Hey,
But
you
I
hang
just
out
leave
with
them
me.
up.
I
If
don't
somebody's
even-
dumb enough to click on them, you're
No,
fucking
you hang out
asking
with
for
me.
it.
It's you hang out with me. That's got to be on some mentally
Well,
challenged.
I'll get
level.
one, and I don't even have any views on a video, and I'll still get the
Mhm.
comment. So it's
I'll
some
get two
type
or three.
of-
I will get 2 or 3 literally on my channel. My backup to a backup to a backup little shadow channel that I stream VCs to. Nobody will watch or comment, and I'll get 2 or 3 comments from the same person.
It's the algorithm making us feel like
Oh,
we're
they're
doing
trying.
something.
Oh yeah, they know who I hang around. they know they might be able to get something from me.
I love that comment. V.T. That means everything in the world. And I'm
that
glad
what
they
it means?
timestamp it every single time too, because I don't know what the fuck that's all about either.
I've looked at the timestamps, and they're nothing. Like, yeah, it's timestamped for my video, but it's like at no specific moment.
No relevance to VT or whatever the fuck that is.
Wait,
Yeah.
Olives, did you say?
Or no relevance
Okay,
to
never mind.
anything, even like in my streams or anything too. Like that's the amusing thing is like,
Susan needs to get to the bottom of this now. Where are you at, Susan?
but
I
she,
want answers.
yeah, but
Up the ADL's
but
ass.
but she's too busy removing the downvoting the downvote button on YouTube. I guess
The
that
Down
is.
syndrome? The Down syndrome people from YouTube? Is that what you just said? She's removing the Down syndrome people from YouTube?
I mean,
Dang.
she might as well.
Dude, that's fucking. Dude, that is based. I'm sorry. Susan, you got my vote now. Maybe I misunderstood you, Sammy. Sorry. Go ahead.
She might as well be. So,
Do you guys see
Sorry.
that Ethan Klein going off on Elon Musk and people saying they're not going to get the jab?
I don't pay attention to anything Ethan Klein says.
What the fuck is the jab?
Me either.
Vaccine.
Yeah, the jab, the vaccine. So.
Oh, the vaccine. Oh.
That's the only reason why I seen it. Someone clipped it.
Well, there's a bunch of influencers. People are being paid. These quote unquote influencers are being paid pretty in mass.
It's insane.
It's not even like it's so out in the, it's very much out in the open. And I thought I was blown away by a Google ad that I saw on TV, which I only actually watch when I'm at the bar, when there's like a hockey game on or whatever people are watching on TV. It was a Google ad that it was fucking 2 minutes long. And it was like the Google search bar. You guys may or may not have seen it, but it was dog sitting during a pandemic, and then it would like delete during the pandemic, and then house sitting during a I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but it was like shit like that, like things you would do, and then plus the pandemic, and then it would delete the pandemic part, like how to with during a pandemic, and then it would delete that. Fucking like 15 of the fucking things, and then the end of it was get the shot, get vaccinated, and you can do all of the things that you used to do. And I was like, I watched the fucking. I watched it. I actually searched it on YouTube because I wanted to make a video about it, but I'm like, it's not even worth my time. Because it's not going to make a difference.
I'm taking the exile.
Anybody that sees it differently than what's being portrayed on that screen already knows what I think, or at least something similar. There's no point in making a video about it.
Well, you want to know what's funny too is I've seen like I've seen like similar ads on Facebook. When I log in every once in a while, I'll see like these ads to get the shot today, and just out of amusement, like I clicked on one of them to see what people were commenting on them, and oh dude, the comments were all like, "Fuck you, Zuckerberg! I'm not taking the fucking jab or anything like that." So,
well, my company.
I had a robocall for one today.
My company is offering every single employee $50 to get. Sam's reading my comment in the chat. My company is offering every single employee $50 to just go get it. Just go get the vaccine. Go get the vaccine.
Are people getting it?
I don't know. No, not anybody at my store, but
I don't know how they're gonna get the rest of the people that haven't got it already. I don't know how they're gonna try and do this.
Well, my company also. I'll try to make this brief, as I'm very not good at doing. But one of my coworkers, a female, mind you, who is in management, today she's now isolated for no less than 10 days, unless she goes and gets a COVID test and a note from a doctor saying she's approved for work. Because we have this, I mean, it's fucking, more than the masks, dude. I really, really hate this, but you actually have to check into work before you get to work. You have to either go to a website, call a number, text a number, or have an app on your phone, and you quote unquote check in, and you answer. It takes you fucking 30 seconds, but you answer some basic questions like, do you have a fever? Have you experienced blah, 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 blah? Have you been around someone diagnosed with blah, 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 blah? And you have, like it's linked to your clock in at work. If you don't do it before you get to work, you can't clock into work. It's the most
Really?
absurd shit. I swear to God, it's the most absurd shit that I've ever seen or heard. Now, you can do it in the parking lot. You can pull up to work like a normal human being 10 minutes early, like you normally would be, and be like, oh, fuck, I forgot to do the thing, and pull your phone out and go, do. No, yes, no, 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 yes, no, no. And fucking walk in
So
the
there's no
building.
sense in it.
Well, exactly. But the point though is like it takes it takes the power away from you as the individual while still
Yeah.
placing the responsibility in you as the individual. And the reason I brought this up is one of my managers, a female who is a consistent liar and sucks at her job. And if it were the old days, she would be fired. But you can't do that. You need there's all kinds of hoops you got to jump through. But anyway, she answered the questions on that official thing 8 hours before her shift that she was having symptoms of a sore throat and a runny nose. Not a fever,
Uh-oh.
mind you. So now, in the midst of a GM transfer and the busiest time of the season and a bunch of new hires, one of the highest management in the fucking building is out. She's just out for 10 days because she's going through a divorce and she personally needed some time. She said this publicly to all of the employees. Every fucking person in the building is like, dude, she's not sick. What do you mean?
Right.
So all you got to do, you don't have to prove shit. You don't have to do anything.
Are companies firing people that call in sick right now?
No, they're fucking
Wow.
paying them. That's the thing, is they're paying them.
Holy
they're incentivizing this shit. And it's kind of it's mind blowing. But everyone, it's an aftershock of the fear that was induced on a social level last year. You know what I mean? These companies are scared to fucking death of getting sued. Go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
Well, Apex, I'm sure you may or may not remember this because I think I definitely know for sure that you and I talked about it off air in private, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last year that, or rather, yeah, at the end of last year, during the fall semester, my college was doing all online, basically like all e-learning. Yet we were still required to do a daily, COVID symptom check, even on the fucking weekends, and when no one was going to campus anyway. So it was just like, it was stupid, and
redundant. It's redundant,
and
that's actually.
You got a COVID symptom check? What did they do?
No, but
stick some up your ass?
No,
like a
that's
thermometer.
But hold on, time out. That's actually kind of but I don't mean to cut either of you off.
Point.
The point is, we already did that. Like when you got to work and you got to the computer in the break room and you punched in your numbers, you answered like 4 fucking questions.
Yeah,
before you actually clocked in for work.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean.
They had
it. Go ahead. Sorry.
They had us doing the same thing for going to class, where we would like log on to the school's website and enter in our credentials and whatnot, and do the symptom check. Like even after like even the
just for online.
Yeah, even if we were doing online shit that day.
You're not even going into a classroom.
Yeah, so I forgot. So like I forgot to do the test, or the assessment one of these days, because like I had like I think one of the days like I had overslept it, or I had like I was kind of like rushing to get set up or something, right? So I got one notice, and then I got another notice just because like I forgot. It was just, something, and I got like 2 notifications, and I'm like, and so they sent me something up, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Suspend me and send me home? I'm already at, yeah, I'm already at home. I'm already at home. Like it's, it's like it's dumb. Like what? Like I understand maybe like Apex at your work they can do stuff, but like for college students, like what are they gonna do for college students that fail to take the thing?
Bro,
Like suspend
no,
us?
no, no. See, no,
It's
that's the thing,
driving
though.
people like us that still have like critical thinking skills almost crazy because
Well,
it's
that,
like it's so redundant. None of it makes sense.
well, that's
Ignorance
the
must
thing.
be bliss, man.
That's the thing, dude. Is Sam? There's really no difference actually between the college doing it for you and the things. You know,
Right.
my favorite part of this little check-in thing that I was just talking about is they ask you very basic questions like, do you have symptoms of this, runny nose, fever, blah 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 blah. Well, no. I mean, I had many COVID symptoms for well over a week, a couple of weeks ago. I think I was talking to many of you during that time. I was coughing. Sam, I think on the show, I was fucking sneezing, coughing, and shit. But I never once had a fever. That's what I consider to be the important point because it's a change of the fucking seasons, allergy seasons,
That
flu season.
yep.
So I didn't. I did the responsible adult thing and it was like I answered those questions no because it included fever. There were things like have you been in a group gathering of 10 or more people in the last 10 days? Well, fuck, other than at work, no. But the last question is do you
Travel.
certify or do you I forget the wording, but like basically, do you guarantee that you will put a mask? Will you wear a facial
Mhm.
covering over your face within 6 feet of another person at all times at work? Now they mandate that we have a mask on our face at all times. Like there's one, but I've never done that. That's another thing that I've railed about for well over a year.
You kn-
Is I don't wear it. I
You know what
consider it
I
part of
think it was? I
what.
think the whole mask thing was like a litmus test to see how many people would go with it. And
Bro, that
now
no, I mean that's
they're
obvious to
trying
me.
to push the vaccine thing, and so many people are against that.
I mean, I don't want to get we go quite conspiracy on this show, but
let's
it's
do it.
too
Let's
it's too
let's
it's too
go.
no, it's too easy to deal with what's right in front of our fucking faces. We don't have to extrapolate that far. Is the thing. Like, I mean, yeah,
Oh yeah,
a litmus test, yes, for sure, it could have been, and all this grand wizardry. I just think it's people, you know, grasping at straws for power, and let no let no good tragedy go to waste type of thing.
Yeah.
And people are waking up already. People are waking up already. Um, it's not going to take long for, again, another thing that I've said for well over a year, that the American spirit is very empathetic, but it's not that weak. Like
we're
at the
patient.
core, man, like even the people that are on the surface, like, yeah, well, I'll do whatever you want. Like, whoa, wait, it gets to a point where you're like, wait the fucking, hold on the fucking second, and they will stand their ground. And I think there's a baseline there amongst the American spirit and amongst all races, really. I mean, that's what makes America America. In my mind, I could be delusional, but I've seen it in various places I've lived
you
in
you
this
know
country. So
you know it has been a big wake up call for a lot of like normie people I know is when people were like when people were like, oh, okay, if I get the vaccine I can go out and do shit again, and then Fauci
No.
was like, well, that's not going to be possible. You still might have to wear a mask and social, and it's like, okay, and a lot of my normie friends were like, that's the worst sales pitch ever, because they were literally pitching that the vaccine, like, if you got your vaccine, you wouldn't have to do this shit anymore. So,
When I
and
was so I was going to college for biology. I mostly took psychology course and stuff before I dropped out, but the reason why they picked like the influenza thing is because of what Apex was saying earlier about just having allergies and those seasonal things. Like, and this will be all I'll say about it. But that's why I even have a video of Fauci in 2018 saying they would use respiratory influenza to do this, because most of the time people just have a sinus infection
yeah,
or allergy. They think they have influenza. They don't. Real influenza really sucks. And
Yeah,
most
dude, the real flu fucking sucks, dude. I have
yeah.
had the flu before,
yeah,
and I know
Oh,
many
me
people
too.
that have.
me too, yeah.
It's a bitch.
I mean, it's a bitch, but if you stay in bed, and hydrate and take care of yourself, like, yeah, you'll. Ironically, like, I only got the flu shot once in my life when I was like 12 or something, and guess what? That was the year I got the fucking flu. Never again. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
no,
um,
I don't ever get the flu shot either.
I
Never.
and
never get it.
Yeah, I heard these vaccines is what's leading to the rise of autism.
Oh, I heard that too, my friend.
yeah, well, that's a whole other ball of wax.
I mean, myself, I almost think some of my like learning disabilities might be from that, or I had really bad asthma when I was a little kid too, so they shot me up with steroids,
Well,
and that
They're turning the
left.
friggin' frogs gay.
I was gonna say that, but
Well,
that was the meme I was going with. But I was gonna go with the real question: is did maybe your parents suck? Because my parents sucked.
I
Well, I'm an orphan, but yeah, my mom fucking
So your
before she
parents
passed,
sucked.
she definitely didn't make
Oh,
the best
okay.
choices.
I know I know for sure. I know for sure I've talked about this on the show before, but it's been a while. One of my favorite topics to rant about on this show often is
Food.
how the schools are putting our kids on
Tits.
fucking
Sorry.
I mean, well, yeah, I
Yeah, sorry.
love,
No derailing. Go
No,
ahead,
continue,
dude. Go ahead.
Sammy.
Yeah,
but
continue,
Go
Sammy.
ahead.
Sorry.
we
Damn
can
tangent.
we can do that later. But anyway, one of
No.
my favorite topics to rant about that always makes people
It's
super uncomfortable is uh the fact that uh no one likes to talk about the fact that the teachers in public schools are putting kids on Ritalin, and Ritalin is fucking these kids' brains up, and that's why,
Man,
so many
I
kids have.
literally I literally just had a best friend call me to tell me that her kid was put on Ritalin by her dad's side. Shit sucks.
I think I've
Teachers union sucks.
yeah I think I've told this story before on air. In fact, I know I have. But when I was when I was like in when I was going into kindergarten, the elementary school had like a meeting to with my mom to like discuss what I would need, for like, learning, since I had some physical disabilities and all that stuff. And at one point, I guess the psychologist goes, "Well, we've made an assessment that your son has like a learning disability, and we'd uh we'd like to put him on Ritalin." And my mom goes to the psychologist, "Well, have you even met my son?" And he goes, "Well, no, but based on these reports, we think." And my mom cuts the guy off and says,
Good.
if you put my son on Ritalin or any of these drugs without me knowing, I will sue the shit out of the school district faster than you can say a lawsuit.
Sammy, the same thing happened to me, and my mom said no. That was the only thing my mom said no about.
A lot, but I mean, a lot of my friends' parents bought into it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, the teachers, the teachers think that my kid needs to be on Ritalin. Well, they know what's best. It must be true. So,
What about these doctors that are like okaying it for these people to get their willies whacked off? Because I was at an appointment the other day and I overheard a conversation about them talking about shot and hormones and having reactions to it and stuff.
yeah,
But
these
it's like, how? Oh man, I can't even. I don't know. I can't fathom that thought.
just just let kids be normal kids.
But
Like,
it started with
Let kids be
Ritalin,
kids, for God's sakes. Let them
yeah,
be kids. Leave them alone.
right?
That's the problem with those people is though, right? They can't leave the kids alone. They have to constantly be fucking with them all the time.
They're living their fantasies out through the kids, unfortunately.
Well, and they think that they can set the next generation up for the bullshit that they believe in, but the problem is it's wrong.
yeah.
What parents need to do with these kids is get them away from drugs and video games and throw them in the backyard and give them a stick to play with. Remember we used to
Right.
play with a stick, and if you had to help them develop an imagination with it, I don't know,
Oh yeah, well,
have fun with the jump rope and all that shit. Hell, be creative.
well,
That's the problem. We don't allow our young people these days. They're not allowed to be creative or original. Instead, they have to take someone else's work, like the Marvel comics, and fucking ruin it with some SJW horse shit. Because
Yeah.
they don't know how to be creative. They don't have the ability to be original and creative.
I almost got suspended from well, fuck, I almost got expelled from fucking middle school because I accidentally, and I didn't even know I had it, but I don't even know how it got there, but at one point I had a fucking butter knife in my backpack. And
Uh-oh.
and like, I don't know how it got there, but
Hold the fucking phone. Hold
but
the fucking phone. I just went to get fucking my goddamn Pop-Tarts. And I come back and you motherfucking queers are talking about Marvel Comics and butter knives in your backpack that you don't know how it got there. Sammy, you better have had a Nerf gun or something, at least like a Mac 10 in your wheelchair. No?
No, I wish, but the school so
Suspended you?
no. So my assistant, or like, yeah, like my aide or whatever that was helping, what was like cleaning my backpack, and just found
Your,
and
your
found
aides.
this butter knife and turned in the official policy is like, technically if a kid has a weapon on him, you're supposed to expel them. But the dean took one look and was like, yeah, if you think I'm gonna suspend this kid, you're nuts. What is it? What is
You're
it?
gonna hold it. You're gonna hold it out forward, driving forward in your wheelchair, poking and slashing people.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
He's got blades that poke out of them wheels. Like, I can't believe that they caught him. I'm laughing because they caught him for a butter knife. Like, he's got caltrops. There's like wheel blades, like in Gladiator, like on the chariots that poke out of the sides.
Oh
of the
yeah,
chains.
yeah.
Yeah. Cut off the dudes at the knees. Yeah, I mean, he's got those. The whole thing turns into some sort of transforming rape machine. I don't even understand how it all works, but it's ancient Greek hydraulics, and he ends up in the center of a rape machine that rapes his victims. That's actually how we met in the Middle East on a special mission he was on.
Yep. I'm gonna need to clip all the lore one of these days, so it'll be like an hour long audiobook.
Who forged it? Where was it forged?
It was.
Dude, you know how Assassin's Creed? You know how like the Assassin's Creed sort like how like each new game is like a character, like they inherit the memories and shit. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we don't even know where it comes from.
See, I was thinking of like that God of War Titan.
It may have come from a meteor. I don't know. It may be alien.
Meteor tech.
We really don't.
It was.
Anyway, Sam, sorry to keep cutting you off.
It was forged by the Medici, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. So, and I'm part of a secret society of assassins that has various coins and whatnot. So, I was gonna retire until they tried to kill my gamma, and
please, for the love of Odin,
they failed, but I'm going after them. So
try again, please.
I may still get your gamma killed one of these days.
Yeah, but not.
I'm working on it.
But not intentionally. Whiskey.
Yeah, by lightning, hopefully. That's the whole thing. That's my goal.
No, I might get the gamma killed one of these days. But,
I'm going to introduce him to the woman that's going to ruin the rest of his life. That's what's going to happen.
Well,
no.
You're up there near them fucking the Hmong Asians.
That's the worst.
them Asians.
Sam, did you get my donation?
I did. I was gonna take.
Read it, nigga.
Act that shit, nigga.
I didn't send him a message. I just sent him $5.
Man, how can you? No, you gotta send some edgy shit. Be like,
I can. Oh, I don't know what edgy shit I could think of typing,
Sammy's
man.
only $10 short from his $100 goal. So
yeah, he's $10 short. You cheap asses. Give the man money. Help him reach his goal.
Please give my base crippled host friend some money so that I can continue to talk on his show. Otherwise, I don't know what he's going to do. He needs money. And I'm only here because he keeps doing it.
And
so if you like Sam,
get Sam $10 so he can go to his local strip club.
Well, he owns all the local strip
and get a lap dance from one of them strippers.
He owns all the local. I'm eating blueberry.
Definitely.
Just FYI, chat. I'm eating a blueberry Pop-Tart and it is untoasted.
Give me $10 so I can add to my hidden, slush fund so that I can move in with Christina Hendricks and hopefully
Was anyone offered Bitcoin when that shit first came out?
One of my friends was, and he turned it down. Actually, believe it or not,
I did, man. I'm so pissed,
bro. I used to do I mean, not me personally, but me and some business partners did transactions with Bitcoin. Fresh in the day, so on Silk Road. That's right. And yeah, and. The man that was running the operations is now very upset with himself. And I haven't spoke to him in a while. I should probably.
I am kind of glad I denied it because I was still immature, which I still am.
Me too.
But
no, me too.
If I would have had it then,
dude.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
you couldn't donate to me if you wanted to.
I was
I don't even have a PayPal.
I was, yeah, I was 20 years old when they were offering that. Maybe not even 20. I think maybe I was 19 still.
I don't know how you guys feel about Mersh, but I was watching one
He's
of
a
his
faggot.
episodes. I go back and forth with his ego kind of gets to him. He has some good points, but he lets his ego get to him. But yeah, he was betting
Everyone go
on some website. I can't remember what it
2021.
was. My bookie or something like that. But it he was betting
Thank you, Whiskey
woke.
Runner, for the donation.
He was betting woke on all of these Oscar reward winners and stuff like that, and he was making money.
Go Mets.
It's almost like you can manipulate this or work the system in stocks and stuff right now, just depending on who's going woke.
Yep.
Oh, that nigga Whiskey.
That's right.
Oh, that nigga Whiskey.
Congratulations, Sam. You got $100.
100 bones, nigga.
Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
dude, that's
Hell,
awesome.
Thanks, Whiskey.
With that 100 bones, Sam can now buy 250 subscribers for his YouTube channel.
No shame.
And then rain down chaos on you.
Dude, imagine your IRLs on your chair going
Or-
through the parks.
Or Sammy can buy me a teener of some really good cocaine and pocket $25. And with that teener of cocaine, I can do all kinds of wild shit on his show, which would
Just
the
don't join
residual revenue-
IP2.
No, I'm joining Sam W1.
There you go.
Yeah,
I used to
that's what we're talking about here.
I used to
Making
do
Sammy money.
I used to do
investing
IRL
in me with cocaine.
I used to do IRL streams on YouTube before YouTube required that you had 1,000 subs. So
I heard that's because of Ice Poseidon.
Nigga, why couldn't we
could
get
be wrong,
grandfathered
but-
into that? That's bullshit.
I know,
Right?
right? That's
I made my account a long time ago before I started uploading videos.
I
Me
mean
too.
back
I
in
made it so that I could comment on videos.
back in the day anyone could monetize to get
Mm-hmm.
to get their
actually, my most famous, well, I say famous, but my most prominent, because I made a bunch of video game videos back in the day, original Fortnite, and then like OG Rainbow Six. When skins started coming out and shit, I would buy the skins and just like make, excuse me, short videos of them. But I was driving home down the highway that right next to where I live, and a school bus had fucking flipped over, and I was like 6 cars behind it when it happened.
Nigga, I'm gonna interrupt you. Would you at least have the common courtesy not to shove your fucking face full of food when you're telling a story, you bitch? Jesus
No.
Christ!
No,
All
nigga,
you
that's
can hear
the
is
whole,
chewing and smacking over there, you motherfucker.
that's literally the point. That's like the whole bit, man. That's why I'm telling the story. Why there's food in my mouth, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, I'm canceling that bit. Fuck that bit.
No. So anyway, this school bus full of black kids flipped over on the highway.
This is nigger behavior right here.
And I got it on video, and I got like 15,000 views in like an hour, and I got like 3 different fucking news sites hit me up.
Well, we didn't have to talk about black people on the show tonight because we got one on the show.
That's right, nigger. And it's you calling me out for acting like a white man.
Calling out a white man.
Calling me out for acting like a white man. Look at you. Who's the nigger?
it's okay,
I
folks.
call him as I see him,
It's
and if you cluck like a chicken and you fucking peck like a chicken, you're probably a fucking chicken.
it's a
You didn't call me out for slurping into the mic, man. Come on, look. When I'm doing a bit, if you're gonna call me out for part of the bit, pay attention to the whole bit, nigger. because now I'm gonna eat the rest of this fucking Pop-Tart.
Yeah, shove it down your throat and choke,
Mhm.
motherfucker.
Nope.
Apex,
What? Sam, go ahead. Please talk.
don't make me fucking hug you and give you self-confidence and tell you that
Audience, I want you to know what Sam means by hug me is engage the hydraulics from some ancient origin and fucking rape me with some sort of mechanism that's unknown to modern science. So that is not a kind thing you just said to me.
I think he's insinuating your behavior is rape worthy.
It might be.
well, yeah, well, I mean, you know, the Gamma needs to learn, so he's
No,
so.
there's nothing any of you fucking faggots can teach me other than how gay human beings can be. Maybe. But I
Well,
have no more Pop-Tart left. So I'm just going to enjoy what's left in my mouth and say just some random shit
well, I
while
mean,
I clear it out of my mouth hole.
well, you know who pretty much informed me as to how dumb the human race can be. So
Well, if it's not me, then you're lying.
yeah, but you didn't grift your way off your idiocy.
That's not dumb. That doesn't equal dumb.
Well, that's true. Said person, as you and I both said, said person isn't dumb as everyone thinks he is, but isn't as smart as he would like to think himself as. So
I like how you refer to him as said person.
Said person that wasn't said, yeah.
yeah. I mean, we all know who I'm talking about if you're familiar with the show, but
Wouldn't it be cool if like 60 Minutes one day like got in touch with all of us about our story and how all of this began? Because there's so much lore because of the internet.
Well, here's the thing, Olives. You say wouldn't it be cool? But the way I see it, it's
Did I say cool or funny?
It's
I meant
it's
funny.
well, no. The
I don't
way
know.
I see it, it's not a what if. It's not a what if. It's a matter of when. So
What?
Are we talking about that homosexual Owen Benjamin again?
yes,
Oh, bro.
Maybe.
maybe.
Haven't you raped him to death with your chair yet, Sammy? I mean, he's just a fucking flopped, raped carcass on the ground at this point in time. Just the remains of a man. And you're kicking him with shoes that he could never afford.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
bullshit. No, he could afford them. He's got like 9 rental properties. I mean, he's pretty knee deep in debt with this Patreon thing, I think. But
Yeah, you're going to come to find out very soon that those properties are probably ready for foreclosure. He doesn't pay his fucking bills, and people been stealing money from him and all sorts of shit. That's what usually happens to these people. The demise comes fast and swift.
well,
Oh, people have
you can only
stolen
hope.
money from
It's been
him,
years people have been saying that about
from
this
him.
man. So
but
looks like we have a fan of me eating Pop-Tarts in the chat. I might have to go get a package.
we do, but I mean, she's super nice.
Oh, it's a she. It says fellow in a meadow.
And
I thought it was a gay guy, man. Shit. I got all excited.
yeah, you would get excited by that.
Of course I would. Maybe I could get naked and get them some money for you. Some of their money for you, Sam. For your Patreon, you know? That's what I get excited about.
Well,
Even if it means going to hang out with the fellows in the meadow.
I mean, virtually, sure. I'll go to a meadow and take some pictures for the fags. Yeah. Okay.
Apex. I was trying to say something. I kind of forgot what it
Sorry.
was. Just give me a
Sorry, man.
second to think of what it was. No, that's okay. Oh yeah, you posted a tweet about the earthquakes in Japan. That was
Oh
the 10-year
yeah,
anniversary. On your last tweet when I responded to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about the Fukushima plant and everything.
Yeah. The
That's what I did.
Toho.
The
Yeah. Go
yeah
ahead.
yeah the tsunami that killed like
Yeah.
thousands of people there.
That was
Yeah.
really a celebration tweet.
It wasn't.
Well,
it
anyway,
was
that's what I did last.
celebration tweet.
Did last night.
Japan is
Just watch
based as
nothing but
fuck.
the
I like
documentaries
Japanese
about
people.
what happened with that earthquake, the tsunami, and how those waves hit all those towns along the east coast.
Yeah, the Tohoku. That was a 9 on the Richter scale. That's the largest recorded earthquake in Japan's history. And I mean, at certain points that the swell was up to like 40 meters, which is like 100 feet. And I have been obsessed for pretty much since the footage all came out and YouTube's been a thing. It seems like annually, maybe not around the same time, but I always remember like some like piece of footage pops up into my head and I have to find it. So then I end up going down a rabbit hole of other footage of the tsunami that I'd never seen or different angles of the same, prefecture or something. And I mean, I feel like of all the things I've watched on YouTube, I feel like I have the most time watched on just the the Japan tsunami, the Tohoku earthquake, and subsequent tsunami. YouTube. I've watched a ton of mindless shit, and that is, I mean, it's it's weird for me because it is like my jaw drops when I watch it. It's fascinating as fuck, but it's also horrifying. Like it's like scary movie type shit, like the best kind of scary movie, but it's just shitty 480p, 2011 Japan cell phone footage. Yeah, it's surreal. It's some wild shit. If you haven't, I mean, most people have seen it, especially older
Can you
people.
play
but-
videos, Sammy?
Sure, yeah. I can.
Well, go ahead.
I can.
I was so talking about what I saw, what documentaries I saw about the whole tsunami that happened in Japan. Like there are stories about cab drivers who are at night who drive around pick up fares or whatever. They say they pick up, passengers that were like kind of silent, whatever. Some you hear like a person saying, "Am I really dead?" You're like, "Huh? Yeah, I died." And it's like, well, his person was crazy. So he drops them off to the location. He turns around, they disappear. I mean, hell, one cab driver said that, he picked up a guy or whatever, and he says, I died here. It's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, somewhere over there in the ocean right next to the reef, that's where my body is. If you get somebody to recover it, I would appreciate it. And the guy drops this, and the cab driver drops him off at his destination. And the driver was like stunned about it. And he's like, what was you talking? And he turned around, dude wasn't there. So the next day, this cab driver went to talk to people who are still recovering, go around the area trying to find the bodies of those that have been washed away. He told one of them, like, hey, this guy, this ghost told me where to find his body. And they went to search for his body, and they found his body exactly where they said he was. He said he was.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
pretty wild, man. Now, see, the things of things that I've dug deeper into, other than just the footage, is stories like Miki Endo, they called her like the angel voice or whatever. She was a crisis center management broadcaster, and she stood in her building, like the captain on the Titanic, kind of in the movie. I mean, almost literally, she just fucking stood there at her microphone, broadcasting all of the, breaking whatever scientific, whatever was relevant to the public until the fucking floodwaters, rose fucking 30 meters and engulfed her 40-meter building. and only two people, two people escaped by from that building. But like, I mean, there's all kinds of weird shit that happened during that. But
Yeah,
I mean, just watching the footage itself
there's
on your own time.
I think the number says it's between like 15 to 20,000 people that have died and or still missing. And the thing with the missing is they have recovered some of the remains, but they have yet to have it identified because they're trying to get contacts with the families or people who are living in areas to see if they can donate some DNA, some of their DNA, so to see if they can match it with the bones. And I mean, even to this day, they're still finding.
Actually.
They're still 10 years later.
890 deaths.
To this day, they're still finding remains of people out there. And you know what? I hope the deceased can get identified so they could be buried. You know, be with their families and all that, and give their soul some peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would be nice, man, but that's just not how it. I mean, again, that's one of the things. I like. That's a comfort that I would like for people too. But when you watch this footage, and again, like I have watched it almost obsessively for the last 10 years or so. You like one of the things that I've come to, like the reasons I find it so fascinating is like you have no control, dude. We have no, like the ocean just swallows
Oh,
a
dude.
massive portion of Japan in no time. I mean, literally no time. It takes minutes. There's videos that are 10 minutes long, and you can watch the sea rise over a 30-foot fucking seawall
And almost destroyed a nuclear plant.
I mean,
Apex, was it you that I was talking to about that derecho in Iowa?
No, I don't think so.
No,
That was like a landline hurricane that went all through Iowa, like in August.
Anyway,
I'm not familiar with that.
It's like a once in a lifetime occurrence.
Anyway, to finish what I was saying, you know, I mean, there's still remains that are recovered, but it's gonna take a while before those remains are identified, you know, so we actually get to truly know who's really deceased and who's haven't been recovered. I mean, heck,
well,
I don't know if you've heard of the DPAA. It's a government organization that pretty much is trying to find
North Korea.
The remains of dead American soldiers from like World War II, Vietnam, Korean War.
X-Files. Who's
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh yeah, it's Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah.
God, I miss Robert Stack. That was a great fucking show.
That was a great show.
Now this stream is gonna get copyright struck.
It was whiskey. I knew it.
Oh shit!
And yeah, and you know, there's like, I think there's still only a handful of civilian contractors that are still missing from the Iraq War. We don't have any missing soldiers in the Afghanistan or Iraq War, which is we're missing, but there's still civilian contractors still not recovered. I mean, they're dead, but no one knows where they are.
Well,
creepy.
Well, again, now soldiers going missing in war is very much different.
I know. And let me get this off my chest. I mean, in the 80s and 90s, we still had American POWs over there in Vietnam. We could have brought them home. There was like around 1,500. But you know who didn't want to bring them home? Fucking John Kerry and John motherfucking McCain. Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Fuck McCain. I hope he's burning right now in hell right now.
No, I agree. I agree with you. You know what else was on my mind this week was the fact that you know, I'm honestly surprised that like Al Qaeda, none of those fuckers tried to none of those goat fuckers tried to take advantage of the pandemic and launch an attack. So
Al Qaeda, you mean Mossad, right?
Well, I mean,
It's almost like they're too busy doing something else.
I mean, is there a difference?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
yeah, there
you're
is.
talking about these terrorist groups. I mean, I was trying to think about, okay, who are the big names that the presidents since 9/11, big name terrorists who the presidents or have ordered the military to take out. I was thinking, okay, with Bush, it was Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. With Obama, it's Osama bin Laden, and in Trump, it's al-Baghdadi and Soleimani from Iran.
Soleimani.
Is it me or says Trump has a better record of killing terrorists than both Obama and Bush?
Yep. Well,
He also has a better record of bombing nothing in Syria.
And have you noticed that in the last he
literally bombed
last
nothing.
year and a half. No American soldier died in Afghanistan with Trump.
Well,
and he was trying to get his troops out of the Middle East. As he can.
Nigga, and he was
But
also the first president in like 45 years to not start a new foreign conflict. Like, we all know this. Everybody here knows this shit. It's not new news for us.
That's what Trump should have done. He should have, and then he actually said, if you want a war, you don't vote for this son of a bitch. If you want us to get us out of the Middle East, if you want us to be back in peace times, you vote for me. You should have pushed on it.
Tell me you're not getting Kenny Jones vibes.
Kenny Jones? Where?
And now, have you seen Biden saying he's going to pull out Afghanistan? I'm like,
yeah.
This guy was saying he's not going to do any Trump's policy, and you know what he's doing? He said he's not only going to pull the troops out of Afghanistan, but he's going to resume the construction of Trump's wall.
Well,
it looks like they're starting to realize that Trump is right on some things.
Yeah.
He did start Operation Warp Speed and is still bragging about it.
Yeah, that whole COVID shit, and the Fauci thing, he fucked up on that.
Yeah,
he should have just done what Bush and Obama did when there was like that bird flu or whatever and all that, just going normal, like
shit that was actually scary.
Yeah. They were scary, but hell, it didn't stop nothing. But the reason why everyone went fucking, they all went all wild on COVID was they were trying to get Trump out of office, and they fooled him into thinking it was a big deal. And Trump, and you gotta admit, Trump fucked up. They started putting Fauci in a fucking spotlight.
Yeah.
Started getting him a little bit of make him an authority on what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many things I could say about Fauci that would get this
channel ban.
Yeah. So.
Oh, dude, I uploaded a video of me reading an article, and I won't even say the article's name because it got took down in like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
And it's a former vice president of a said company that isn't Moderna or Johnson & Johnson.
Well,
stupid have to go around and say, like, reword shit.
Well, what's interesting is it's hilarious that I titled the show the spring break free for all to kind of get around the censor so that we could talk about like actual shit. But I guarantee you when this stream is done, there's probably going to be a COVID like warning thing or one of those things at the bottom of the video.
All right, I got a question for all of you. Do you think Fauci is going to get canceled eventually?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to cancel him.
I have a
question as soon as
for all of you. Do you think that Fauci will get hung by a noose at some point in time?
I mean, how do you think he'll get canceled or fired or whatever?
No, they praise him like a god. He's never going anywhere.
A
No,
scandal.
he ain't going to stay. He ain't going.
He's the highest paid person in politics right now, as far as I understand.
No. No, excuse me. But I think that Dr. Fauci will be hung by the neck by the end of this year.
Hey, Apex.
Thanks to you.
Apex.
Which neck?
Apex. Why are you doing William F. Buckley's voice?
I'm autistic. I have trouble with my R's.
Wait. You think Fauci will be hung by a noose?
Before the
Oh,
end of this year.
Kenny,
wait a
I
minute.
gotcha.
Before the end of this year, yes.
Oh, I get it. He's going to accidentally hung himself with 2 bullet holes in the back of his head.
Why? Probably. Probably.
Apex, rein it in, Tard.
Probably.
No.
And speaking of terrorists, have y'all seen all this controversy over 6 Days of Fallujah game?
It's
Y'all
killing
remember
you.
that game, don't you? Y'all remember that game, 6 Days of Fallujah? That was supposed to be made back in 08 or 09, but then it got canceled.
Yeah.
People were screaming, too soon! Too soon!
Oh, I seen an article about it.
And like 12 years later, it's come back, and it looks fucking amazing. And people are like, well, it dehumanizes the Iraqi people, war crimes, military propaganda, wah.
Hold on, fellas. I'm literally crying right now. I'm sorry, but I can't do this autistic voice anymore. With the lack of my R's, it might give me a heart attack.
Good, because no one except for a few of us know what you're blathering about Apex.
No, I think everybody understands.
You're doing like
I'm doing a bit. It's a bit, Sam.
Do the bit.
Yeah, I know you're doing a bit, but I don't think anyone else here. Well, everyone. I think people.
It's funny. That's all that matters. Is if it's funny, it doesn't have to be.
I
anything,
approve the
man.
bit. The bit's good.
It doesn't have to be anything. God damn it! I was just being a retarded. I was just being a
retard.
I was
What's how
a
it-
little bit autistic. That's all. I've been
Well,
trolling
I'm being a
my R's.
derp.
I'm not even that retarded. All right?
Derp.
Jesus Christ! What is this show?
I'm a quarter retard.
Let me.
I don't know,
let me
fellas.
just close out. Let me just finish my point saying I'm going to buy a game just to spite these lefty motherfuckers.
You're gonna do what?
I'm going to buy the 6 Days of Fallujah game just to spite these lefty assholes.
Let me just say, I'm.
Let me just say.
If you guys are. Oh wait, my bad.
Go, please. Somebody else go.
All right, yeah. If you guys are watching a TV show and it does like too much SJW shit, do you guys like turn it off or pause it?
I turn it off.
Because these companies do look at those analytics. And what was this? That Winter Soldier fucking show?
Oh yeah.
That's on Disney right now. I heard they said their they released something about the analytics where like 36% of the people stopped watching it at the second episode when they tried doing some critical race theory bullshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers still watch TV? Is that a thing?
I heard it was shit.
It's an app. It's digital streaming shit. There ain't. I guess the old people watch TV. I don't think theaters are a thing anymore, are they?
I
heard there's this really cool thing
Watch
called The
MASH.
Chosen.
I watched MASH and The Chosen and Breaking Bad.
Is The Chosen good?
I don't know. I heard it was really good.
I like one episode.
At the current moment, there's 124 million views on these episodes. So
There was 101 Dalmatians. That's all you need to know.
There is 101 Dalmatians
They're
Oh,
making
God.
and a cruel ass bitch right behind them.
Well,
they're making a Cruella de Vil movie.
Cruella de Vil.
Cruella.
Bad.
Cruella.
Not Cruella de Vil. That's
How is
right.
she gonna turn out? How is she gonna be a relatable character in the end? Because she's gonna have to kill dogs.
Well,
Look.
well,
look,
So
my
they're going
friend.
for female justice.
they're gonna make it the fault of the men
The
somehow.
white man. That's white.
Somehow
The
she's
fault
gonna
of
be
the
forced
autistic
to
white
wear
man.
a coat of Dalmatians
by a man.
by white men.
Yep.
Sammy Forrest in the movie. Sammy Forrest, Cruella de Vil.
Cruella.
Like Sammy went
Cruella.
and like decapitated and
Hello.
like
My
skinned
name's
all
Cruella.
these Dalmatians
Hello.
and then made a coat. And in the movie, he forces her to wear it,
Hey.
and that's how they come out on top.
Here's an idea. What about 102 Dalmatians?
They
Holy shit.
they did that.
That fucks my brain
Out
out.
of all them damn dogs, they only had one baby. That doesn't make any sense. The numbers aren't adding up here.
I don't
yeah,
remember the
but-
story.
I mean, if you had 101 Dalmatians, you'd certainly have more than one baby from all those Dalmatians.
That
Well, I was just
baby
saying, what
was.
if-
You goddamn have a fucking kennel's worth of dogs there, so
Hold the-
you're gonna
hold the
have
phone
two
here.
kennels worth of dogs very
Hold
shortly.
the phone here, Frank, because I was saying, what if the mama had 102, not 101 Dalmatians? Like 101, that's believable. Now 102. Get
Oh,
the
I see
fuck
where you're
out-
going with
get
that.
the fuck out of town. Get the fuck out of town.
Did you
I can't
No, what would really be crazy is 101 and a half.
just the back half or the
Right.
Bring,
just
yeah,
back legs and
it'd have to be the front half because it's got to have. Well, it depends on
No,
where the
no,
brain on a
One
dog is
third.
located. It could be in the ball sack. So
I mean, it needs a heart and a brain. I think
What if it's just 1/3?
2/3. It would need to be 2/3. No.
that
front
would make
paws.
it even better because then it could be like a Naked Gun movie, right? Like Naked Gun
Mhm,
33 and a third.
Mhm.
Could have 101 and a third Dalmatians.
Oh,
Okay, Mac, I'm buying. Go ahead.
someone mentioned.
We'll hire O.J. Simpson, and he can be Cruella de Vil. And then
Speaking of the-
And then we'll hire Michael Vick. We'll hire Michael Vick to maintain. He'll be the dog
pit bulls.
maintainer.
does anyone else find
Deep
it?
cuts.
Does anyone else kind of find Does anyone else
Go
kind
ahead,
of
Tim.
find it weirdly hilarious that Trump has kicked off Twitter, but O.J. Simpson is perfectly fine just to hang out and post?
No,
And O.J.
that-
Simpson
no,
doesn't
that-
even hang out on Twitter. He makes death threats and shit under the table all the time.
Bro, now I actually have to speak publicly about only because you brought it up. Because Twitter, legitimately, in my time,
It was
my short time-
OJ's son.
No, in my short time on Twitter, legitimately does not like nice people.
No,
like-
they don't.
People that associate with people that aren't nice, that aren't, when they're nice themselves, but are affiliated with Darb, Sec Darb, who had a 12,000 follower account earlier this year that got deleted for no apparent reason. Started a new account recently that also got deleted. And he's one of the nicest people. Now, Sam, you call me the nicest person, but I've been doing a fucking retarded autistic person voice for the last 30 minutes or so on your show.
I've
So,
been
no,
blasting.
Darb would not do that.
I-
Darb is a very nice person. He did I've literally never seen him say with his mouth or in text anything negative about anybody. So he got, not only did he get banned, but he got IP blocked.
Yeah, I
Can't even fucking
I
fucking
saw your
account.
tweet about that.
What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane.
And he is as wholesome as they get, man. He's such a good dude. So yeah, the end times have been prophesized here on the internet for people that want to make jokes or have legitimately interact with people for years. It's been fucking 5-6 years now. The end is here, but it's actually coming. The gay
Well, and
frogs
a
are
big
gay.
thing.
The frogs are turning gay and all that shit.
I made a video earlier because a lot of Christians are starting to rebel against God's will too. Like a lot of people don't want to face it.
Well, it's just like a lot of Jews are rebelling
And we're not
against
supposed to fight and
Israel.
rebel.
Well, no, I mean, I don't subscribe to any religion, man. But
Oh well, I don't know where.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I was forced
In the
to do a
New
lot of things.
Testament, that's if you were to if you were to go by that, that's what Christians are supposed to go by.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, well, the thing with the Revelations is no one knows when the end times are. I mean, we've kind of always been
Well,
in the end times.
well, I mean, technically,
You're-
according to the scripture, wouldn't like 2/3 of the population just like they're vanish out
Rapture.
within their clothing?
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
The rapture.
Yeah,
happens.
you want to
That
go
would-
in
that
that
would be the
wave.
signal.
You want to go in that first wave.
Yeah, you want to disappear with your and leave your clothes behind.
Because
you wanna
if
do
you
that.
stay behind for the later waves, it's not a good time.
It might be, depending on your,
I don't know.
personality traits.
The way
No,
things
it's
look
like
now,
it's like hell on earth for like 7 years or some shit like that, isn't it? I'm sure it's not fun. Whatever it is, it's not a good
It's
time.
gonna be like Brave New World mixed with Blade Runner, holographic, pretty colors, but satanic.
Yeah,
As long as
Yeah, well, I listen to
satanic,
death
like
metal.
pentagrams with, but it's in pink.
Yeah, my whole worldview has been sculpted by death metal. As wholesome as I feel and think, generally speaking about other people, like death metal is what
Death metal
appeals to
or
me.
like, because I used to listen to hardcore music. Like
no,
I
like
classified
Black
it.
Dahlia. The Black Dahlia Murder is my favorite band of all time.
Okay.
Slayer,
You ever heard of like
of course.
Converge?
No. At the
Alright.
Throne of Judgment.
Dillinger Escape Plan?
I have heard of. Not a huge
Okay.
fan of, but I don't hate.
I went and seen them in concert.
Right on. Yeah, Kill Switch Engage. All shall perish. All that remains. There's a lot of the
I
these
love
and alls.
I love all that remains.
I bet you do.
Personally.
Sam, listen. You wanted
Alright,
me
so
as a
let's-
co-host. I'm here. This is what happens, bro. Let's go.
Well,
Ask the chat what topic.
well, no, Apex. Here's the thing. I am here to be your, you're just
Tard Wrangler.
well that, but also, you were a Discord therapist, but I'm here to be your Discord therapist.
Well, we're live
buddy.
though, man.
Well, I've
we
been
weren't-
through like a shitload of trauma, and I was in like counseling and therapy my whole fucking life, to where when I talk to my counselors now, I'm basically helping them with their fucking life.
Yeah,
Dude, that's dope.
So if
No,
you guys
listen,
need me to balance you guys out a little bit, I'll help out. Just ask.
no, that's dope actually, man. Because I went to a psychologist early in my life too. My poor adopted father spent $100 an hour. This dude that had literally every new Corvette, every new year model Corvette from 1986, which is
Ooh,
around
he
the
was
year I was born.
really selling those.
Yes, and he was proud of it. Now, all the time I spent in that room with him privately was playing Chinese checkers or some sort of game. Like I never talked about anything. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like there was never any.
Yeah.
I don't recall any real conversations happening.
I was like that for a while until
I was like 8.
Probably until I actually decided to get sober. Then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this and be truthful and honest the whole time. Because
Bro, no, that's the thing. I was a kid.
I wasn't
I was a little
like
kid.
I was like 26 then, so it took a while.
Wait.
I could probably use therapy now, to be
Wait,
honest with you.
wait, Olives, how old are you?
33. I'll be 34 in June.
Jeez, you sound like you actually sound like you're my age. So
Yeah, you do.
Dude, I'm only like 5'2", and I fucking look like
Aw.
I'm 19 or 20.
You poor boy.
I'm 5.
Well,
I'm 5.
It'll catch up to me.
I'm 5'2" I'm 5'2" as well, but
Yeah, that's why Owen
Sam-
don't like us. Fuck
Sam,
him.
you cannot count when the hydraulics extend. That's not fair.
I'm well when the hydraulics extend, I'm 7 feet.
9'3".
So
Yeah, 9'3". Yeah, you're like the old boy in Avatar in a mech.
pretty much. So
Mm-hmm.
I may be listen, I may only be 5'2", but I have quite a package. So.
Well, Sam, listen. I may be a foot taller than you, but I don't have a package. It's not worth sharing. It's not worth talking about. Only to make fun of, because it's very, very subpar when you take in the whole structure. So,
on a serious note, how did the lockdown affect you guys?
not at all.
Not at all.
Other than my relationship that destroyed my entire life.
Steely says Sammy is 5'2" sitting down.
That's
Sammy's
whole
5'2" Sammy's 5'2" sitting on a soft cock.
Your job situation? Other than that?
No. My relationship situation. My 8 years or 7, 8.
Well,
7,
no, I was including your job
no.
situation in.
No, my job not only didn't stop, it increased. I was an essential worker.
But you were forced to wear a mask, right?
No.
No?
I was forced.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I'm forced to put a mask on me, but I'm also forced to wear a uniform, which I don't want to wear, and is uncomfortable and is warmer than I want to wear. So what I do, and I have done for 18 months, 16 months, however long it's been, well, not even that long, 12, 13 months since the mask mandate dropped, I wear that shit around my chin. It's underneath my chin. I consider it part of my uniform. Nobody has.
That's what I do if stores require it.
No, I don't even do that. If I'm not being paid, fuck you. You can't make me wear this mask. I will walk in your store. There's a Walmart. The Walmart's in my area. This has happened twice now. I walk in, and the very pleasantly toned black female manager standing there is like, "How you doing, sir? Do you need a mask?" "No, thank you." "Well, there's some up front." Like, I don't.
And your mandate's
I don't need a mask.
been lifted?
No,
statewide?
No, there's no mandate. There's no law. You can't make me fucking put the mandates. Don't mean shit, and they never did. They never did.
No, I got you.
Period.
See, I live in Iowa, and Kim Reynolds, their governor, she's been against it the whole time, and even like had to say a second time, I guess, saying that there's no mask mandate.
Same.
But like, if you go to if I go to my therapy appointments or whatever, that type of bullshit, you have to wear it there.
Well, I would.
Private businesses can still enforce it, but other than that,
unfortunately, that's true. They can, but they can't. And you, as an American citizen, have
I'm in rural Iowa,
ability to go. Fuck
just
you.
Put it on my
I'm in rural fucking Indiana. I have nothing. I have to drive 45 minutes to Walmart, and when I get there, it's surrounded by black people. It's all Chicagoans.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
But you know
You're
what?
the person I talked to last night. or
They don't give a
not last night, the other night.
They don't give
My
a
town.
fuck. They don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about me, dude. They don't give a fuck about me. I'm not out to hurt them. I'm very pleasant. I keep my fucking distance. I'm a human fucking being that grew up like a normal human fucking being. Washes my hands. If I'm sick, I'm not gonna fucking, if I've got to sneeze, I'm not gonna do it on you or in your direction. I'm gonna fucking, I'll do it in my fucking shirt. Are you kidding me? Like, what the this is all elementary level shit.
I might fart in your direction, though.
No,
honestly.
you know what? You
How
might
about
fart
you,
in my
Sammy?
direction, but then I'll fucking sweep trip you and I'll fucking choke you the fuck out, you tall ass bitch.
Boy, that's an awful lot of violence for just farting in your direction.
Yeah, exactly. You know what?
No.
This is white on white crime, fool.
That's okay.
We can do whatever we want.
I like the violence, so you just fucking motivated me to fart in your direction next time I have to.
Go. Let's fucking go. No, but the general consensus, man, is people wear the masks because they don't want to look like an asshole. They don't want to feel like an outsider.
Well,
they don't want to feel like they're going against the grain. That's like
the mask was the yeah.
At least 85% of everybody I talk to or that I interact with, that I have the gumption to be like, does it bother you that you're standing 5 feet from me and I'm not wearing a mask? Well, no, sweetie, I wouldn't wear this mask. Tell me at the front of the store they had to wear one.
Right.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Well, they told me the same thing, but I'm here with $300 worth of fucking groceries in my cart. And nobody said a fucking word to me. I talked to you. So who's like, what's going on here? Kind of thing.
So what about you, Sammy? Did you have any impact from the lockdown? Lots of friends, anything?
I've scolded Sammy more than once.
Well,
besides Apex abuse on you.
I let him think he abused me, but really, I abuse him. So.
Really, he gets a hard on and he jerks off when we close the show down. Mic drop.
That's.
Oh yeah, fuck Apex good tonight. Fuck yeah.
That's not because of you, Apex. That's because of the ladies in chat. So, but no, in all seriousness, Olives, I'm not sure if you know this, but I live in island-based Florida. So.
Oh, okay. I've heard you say that before.
So at the beginning of the pandemic, I did wear a mask because I'm like, why not? But now that Florida is basically unlocked, I do have a very nice I guess one of those mask military face guard type things. Like one of those, sand, things that you put over your face to, Whiskey, you're ex-military, help me here. What are those things called?
Are you talking about like a KN95 or
No.
some sort of gas mask or what?
No, just like a piece of fabric that you would wear over in the around your neck to
keep sand out of your face.
Yeah, that shit.
Oh, dude, I bought a ski type of mask.
Yeah,
last year, and I used that all winter if I had to.
Yeah, I bought one of those types of things, but anyway, I just keep it around my neck. But I never for the last.
It's called a gaiter, nigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, a gaiter. Yeah.
It's called a gaiter.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I have a patriotic one that I just keep kind of around my neck.
Or a shamag. If you want to get all fucking Islam with it, shamag.
A gator or shamag or whatever the fuck. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thanks.
But no family that got COVID? Anything
Nope.
like that?
Nope. The only thing that affected me was like for the first 6 months of the lockdown. I started like streaming way more, and then chatting with you guys, and also doing other things too. So
I just want to be clear, Sam. I don't think that Whiskey was in the military. I think that he's a shit poster, and he has definitely worked for the federal government via contracting or some sort of extrajudicial, definitely illegal, and
Definitely.
certainly
Only
black
one
ops.
way to do it.
It's certainly black ops level shit, but I don't think this fag ever served in uniform.
Sure didn't.
well, still, well, oh, so but that's even cooler. I have a black ops. I have a black ops for a friend. So
You got a Fed. No, he's your Fed too. Look, he was my
That's
Fed
right.
first. Now he's your Fed.
What about you, Whiskey?
All in the family.
What about me?
How were you affected by the lockdown at all?
My Fed job just got more busy. People seem to have more time to do illegal shit on the internet, so
Yeah.
that's when my job picks up.
My brother went to prison. I think he had too much isolation time on his hands and went to deep parts of the internet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been
Torrent
that
places like
into-
that will get you fucked up. That's for sure.
See, I can only relate on being a drug addict, so I can't relate an addict to other
Yeah.
things.
No. I mean, that sounds like a joke, dude. Maybe it sounds like a joke to some people, but I 100% identify with that because my ex was considered her addiction to food and sweets and like junk food as equivalent to my long running drug addiction, which I think I've spoken about, maybe not on air, but definitely at length on the internet. But I never saw the correlation. I mean, I saw the chemical, like stimuli, like how I could make sense of it, how they could be similar.
Yeah.
But for someone that's never done drugs, literally never done drugs ever, never smoked weed, never anything, to say, well, I know what you're talking about because I'm addicted to ho-hos, is like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
hard.
that's
I mean,
not the same thing,
it's
bitch.
hard to it's hard to quantify, but it's also, people are different, dude. Like our chemical balances are different, and I could see how that shit could, I mean, effectively hits the same spots in our brains. Just on
No,
a-
yeah.
just
Well,
on a
I
different-
even,
go ahead.
just from my psychology background, taking all the classes and being forced in it my whole life, I'm able to look back at his life and be like, well, started playing Dungeons and Dragons when he was younger, so he got into like fantasy type of shit. I'm not gonna get personal with the shit and stuff, but I can see how it kind of possibly played out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Owen talks about it. That's how Owen got so many people. Not to bring him up again, but he had a good opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, he could have.
I hope Owen's the first 20-aught version of burning at the stake. I hope he gets burned at the stake.
Yeah. I mean, the fact he couldn't help a 69-year-old woman, even though
He's the only one I know who has. He's the only person I know who has been to the Playboy Mansion and was most likely more interested in the dudes there than the women
All right, so I had a relapse this last year
Oh
over like
no.
a bunch of stuff. No, I'm good now. It was like only for a month. It's been like 7 months now. It was in August, but I don't know. I can't. I try and pinpoint the causes for it. Like, if it was like pressure from the lockdown, but mainly I think it was from a break. Like, this chick I was dating, she was fucking crazy, and when I broke up with her and she decided to take her shit out of
Welcome
my
to
house,
women, my friend.
I mean, I was single for 4 years before her because of this shit with my baby mom, but yeah, she left the fucking doors open and my ferret got out, so like I don't know, it was accumulation of all that shit. But I haven't relapsed since, because I don't know, Apex knows, and I think Sam and stuff, but I've had two friends pass away from one overdose, one suicide, and the lockdown probably is because all of them were on like you're supposed to be getting treatment and stuff, but like since the lockdown's been going on, most shit's only been over the phone. So they're not
Yeah.
treating anybody, they're just
Well,
filling their medications out.
bro, they're the lucky ones.
Right.
What I have said on Sam's show for sure, at least a handful of times, or at least mentioned, is my little brother, who was a dope addict and ended up in jail for stealing cars and shit, and also ended up into work release, in which he spent um, every month. In my state, you get 2 9-hour passes every month in work release to go do whatever the fuck you want as long as you check in for 9 hours. For 12 months consecutively, he spent those passes with me, and that was after he had, he got into dope and did a bunch of stupid shit and wouldn't talk to me because he was fucking around. And I helped him buy a truck, and he bought that truck, and he took a pass, his first pass, without me, used my name and my address and shit as a place he was going, and then died that night because he went somewhere and got some dope that was just fentanyl, and he hadn't done dope in fucking 23 months or something. And
Yeah.
I don't know how much he did. I don't
That
know where he did it. But
that's all that's here. Like when I relapsed, all I could find was heroin mixed with fentanyl.
well, but that's why I said earlier you lived, bro. You know all the terrible things that you've gone through. You're alive. That's not that. That's so much further than not nothing.
Yeah, no.
Can't
And dude, that's not even including the shit I put my grandma
shut
through.
up.
I had like
All
4
of
overdoses before I was 19.
all of that aside, dude, you're here. You're alive. Like that
Yep.
in and of itself is so beyond measure for me. Like I can't even quantify. I can't even imagine what it would be like to put you in my little like I can't I can't connect those dots, dude. It they're you're on separate planets. And the fact that you
Hmm.
and other people like you, rightfully, uh, feel so much sorrow for your or empathy or not maybe not empathy, but just regret and are so sorrowful for
Sorrow,
your past
sorrow. Yeah.
and the things you've done. You're fucking here, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Quit crying. Quit complaining, dude. Shut the fuck up. And I know that maybe that's I don't mean it exactly like that, but that's how it came out. And that's kind of how I mean it because the people that actually care about you don't give a fuck, dude. They really don't give a fuck. They
Alrighty,
you're
folks, it's been a great night tonight. We've had a wonderful show.
Thank you. Good night,
Everybody, go ahead and go
Sammy.
out and kill yourselves, and we appreciate you
No.
stopping by.
No,
Damn it.
don't steal my bit, motherfucker.
No, well, that's what I was gonna get. You don't think you don't think it helps people sharing what other people have been through?
I
That
do.
well,
I do,
Because
but I
that's the
also
only
think
reason why I do it. I don't do it for
I also
pity or anything like that.
but no. But I also think it's relevant that people that have similar experiences that have something abrasive to say to you in the same context say it to you as I do and as I just did. That's I think that's relevant too. Not to just coddle you and say, "Oh my God, you're so brave. You're so
Oh no,
fucking brave."
I
No,
fucking
fuck you,
hate
dude. You're a
pity.
goddamn degenerate. You fucked up your whole goddamn life, but you're
I did.
alive. Quit fucking up, cause you're alive, you piece of shit. Sammy, kill this fucking show before I kill myself.
no, you do want to you did touch on something here though. You know, Apex, you've been asking what I've been doing with this show, and honestly, it's just I love doing shit like this, just talking to people about shit, and if I can, I love covering politics too, but shit, if I can help people just through like having these conversations, then I'm fucking here for it. So
I don't like seeing the whole world black pilled.
neither do I. I like seeing people red pilled,
Bro,
but
no. What you're misunderstanding is anything that I've said is being blackpilled. I'm trying to remind you that you're alive, you motherfucker. You fucked
I
up.
know.
I'm just saying, like, there are other experiences far worse. My experience that I'm trying to illuminate for you is nothing. It's literally nothing compared to other people on the planet that are still alive and that
yeah.
have done so much with themselves.
And I would
So
like to
quit
heir their
fucking crying.
stories.
Quit fucking crying. You and me both. We all need to quit fucking crying. Quit looking for. Just do it yourself, dude. Quit looking for those.
Cl-
Do it.
clean the room, Bucko. Oh wait, that's another dude. So,
Or you
uh,
can buy some chickens.
con- conquer your inner bitch, as Joe Rogan would say. So,
Yeah.
yep,
Thanks
conquer
for
No, you
having me,
got
Sam.
your
gotta
inner,
go at
inner
it.
bitch. So,
Put
anyway,
that a face and at it and buy some chickens.
folks, on that note, on that inspiring note, I hope you have a good weekend, and thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. All five of you who tuned into the live stream, thanks for joining us. And for those of you listening on audio podcast, I really appreciate you tuning in as well. We had a great conversation. I want to thank Apex, Whiskey, Fat Cake Boy, and Olives for joining me here tonight. And we will be back for the audio podcast starting on Tuesday. And so look out for that. Thanks to Fat Cake Boy and Whiskey for the donations as well. So, and shout out to Saucin and Brew for being, my top donors on Patreon. So, thank you.
Yeah.
From all of us here at NGC Studios, good night.
God bless.
God bless. God save this great nation. God, freedom, legacy in that order. And I'll talk at you guys down the road.
Hell yeah. Good night, everybody.
Somebody slash Apex's tires.
Thanks for listening to The Whitfield Report on the NGC Network. Please visit Sam's website at www.thesamwhitfield.com and support Sam on Patreon at patreon.com/Whitfield Report. Until next time, God bless, God save this great nation, and God, freedom, legacy, in that order.